welcome back. We are putting out the fertilizer and incorporating it in on this pumpkin slash corn patch. I'm using an all-purpose plow, field cultivator, spring tooth, whatever, and my log, my telephone pole, and they're broadcasting it and I'm repping it in. May try to plant some corn this evening. So one of the things about the way I do this is sometimes the logistics can get a little crazy. I went in and worked today till lunchtime. Left lunchtime. The guy I farmed with was broadcasting the fertilizer. So I went home and got the New Holland and made him back out here. He's still broadcasting. Then I started incorporating it in. Then I haul the New Holland back home, which is about 5 or 6 miles from here, and hook the John Deere. It's hooked to the bush hog right now. Unhook it from the bush hog, hook up the corn planter, grease it, blah 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 blah, load up, haul it back out here, unload it, try to plant a little, so forth, so on. So that can be a little, sometimes it seems like I spend more time hooking and unhooking implements and loading and unloading equipment than I do actually working. I know on the videos, most of the time what you see is us in the field doing something, like right now. So what I'm gonna do for today's video is, probably won't get much footage of actually doing the work, but I'm gonna take you along and give you an idea of what we're going through, what we deal with on a regular basis. I am cheating a little bit. My son now has his driver's license, so I'm sending him home right now to get the John Deere hooked to the planter. So that does help. But anyhow, we'll take you along, see how the day goes. We may get some corn planted, we may not. There's about 5 acres of ground here. We're putting about 2.5 acres of it in pumpkins and the other 2.5 acres in sweet corn. Now on the sweet corn, I'm gonna plant, to maintain my spacing, I'm going to plant half of the sweet corn today, tomorrow, sometime this week, as soon as I can, and then I'll wait about 10 days to plant the next half of the sweet corn, or a quarter of this field. We will probably plant our pumpkins, or we'll plant the pumpkins as soon as possible too. So that's where we're at on planting. But we'll take you along and see how it goes. Here we go. Okay, we've got this ready to plant. It's in pretty good shape. We're gonna run home, try to get the planter, come back and plant a few rows of corn in there and see if we can get it done. So we're gonna load up on the Silver Dodge there, sitting on the other side of the weeds, and go home, unload this one, hopefully John Deere's hooked to the planter, load head up, come back out, set the planter up, try to get it planted, and then we'll probably go back and hook to the sprayer. So let's get going. Okay, we got that ground ready to plant. We've went and picked up the John Deere and the 2-row planter. So we're going to, I'm getting it leveled up with a 3-point hitch and everything right now. This little corner right here, I'm not going to plant corn. I'm probably only going to plant about 24 rows and go from there. So we'll see how this goes. We'll take you along. Like I said, we one of these days where we just trying to get as much done as we can. They are calling for rain the next couple of days. I would like to get this planted and the pre-emergent down on it, but it'll probably be tomorrow before I can get the pre-emergent down. So here we go. We'll see if we can get this planted. Well, that didn't take long. We have threw a tire off one of our covering wheels here. That's how far we came, first row. So tools are on their way, so we'll get that off of there and get ready to it ain't too big a deal to put back on. So we'll put it back on and go from there. Okay, repair complete. Here we go. Okay, we planted 2 spray sections or 24 rows. I think I planted 24 rows, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah. If not, it's close enough. It's close enough. We'll call it 24 rows anyhow. But there's about an acre of ground there. Maybe not quite. Probably closer to 9/10. I'll put 3 more sections of corn. See, I don't know where you can see that big metal light pole over at the far end, but I'll put 3 more sections of corn about to that. That's about half the field. It doesn't look, it looks like it's more than half, but the rows, it gets wider at the bottom, significantly wider. So it does, there is more ground down there. But it is about 6 o'clock. So now we're going to load back up, go home, unload, drop the planter from the John Deere, probably go ahead and hook the sprayer. And by the time we get all that done, it'll be 7:30ish, maybe even a little later. So, and we'll probably call it a day. Got to work tomorrow. Goal will be to get back out here tomorrow and spray this with the pre-emergent herbicide, which is Bicep Magnum 2. People ask me a lot of times what I use. That's what I use. And then we'll, while we're waiting to plant the next block of corn, we'll plant the pumpkins and get the pre-emergent herbicide on them, and we'll get the next 5 acres of ground, the last 5 acres of ground, start getting hit ready to plant. Also, if we catch 4 dry forecast days, we will start mowing some hay. We only got 2 fields to mow this year, but we got the big one on the other end of the county. If you watch the channel long enough, you've seen it's got some real pretty views in it. And then another one out here in the river bottom. We don't have the steep hill that I typically started mowing with. We gave that piece of property up, and we some of the tilled ground we are no longer farming. But we'll look at that on down the road. There'll be we'll talk about what happened with that piece of ground at some point, and we'll go from there. But we're back to planting. We've got 2 more plantings of corn and 1 planting of pumpkin and the hay to get up, and then it'll be spraying insecticide, fungicides on our crops until harvest time. So and that will be here before we know it. It is we're into June now, so it'll click by pretty quick. My dad always said once you get to 4th of July, Independence Day, summer's gone, and that's, in a way, it is. But anyhow, if you like what we're doing, hit that subscribe button, hit that little notification bell so you'll know when we put up a video. We're going to get loaded up, chained and bind down, and head 5 or 6 miles that way, and we'll get home, get this unloaded and put in the barn, and go from there. Until next time, everybody, take care of yourself. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.